Hey, you're here on a great day. We are right smack dab in the middle of our Rainforest trilogy from Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements.
It's a beautiful morning with the Barbershop Duet.
Hi, I'm Marcus Klinger with Klinger Vocal Studio.
And I'm Sarah Vincent with Sarah Vincent Virtual Pilates.
And on Wednesdays and Saturdays,
we are the Barbershop Duet.
And the Barbershop is open, y'all. Come on in. Your seat's always waiting for you. And if you happen to be here during the live premiere, join the chat. Say hi. There's an awesome group of folks from all over the world who'd love to say hi to you. And give us a like and subscribe if you'd also be so kind.
Yes,
We
please.
would appreciate it. And what's our mention
So
today
is kind of fun because we're snap dab in the middle of the trilogy. And this was our one that started it all.
Yeah, we are going into the rainforest with an awesome new concept in soaps from Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements of using 2 or 3 soaps to build your own fragrance. And this one is based on the rainforest, right? As Douglas said, giving you the perfumery tools, right? So, I love this. And this was the first one. Now, they say that we like everything here at the Barbershop Duet. Are we going to like good old-fashioned dirt? Yes, we are.
The Amazonian one, for sure.
Even those that I have talked to for whom this is a bit polarizing are like, it's not really for me, but I so appreciate it.
I get its purpose,
And I love that. And I do love this scent. As we kind of talked about on this episode, it is a very intriguing scent and one that does border on some scents that are very ubiquitous in the shaving world.
And it really hit us on a deeper human level than we were expecting. Not like a little kid playing in the mud, but there is something about the sophistication that's happening in there that you really appreciate that type of scent.
And an argument to be made that this is the most important dirt on the planet because one handful of Terra Preta can actually turn a barren landscape into a Garden of Eden. So y'all, special stuff.
Should be appreciated.
I kind of want that mud bath shave on my face when it's time to
It was kind of a fun thing to realize. I know people go take mud baths all the time. Why are we kind of weary about putting that scent on your face? I mean, maybe you don't want the EDP of this one if you don't want to rock that, if people don't know what's happening. But there is something really comforting, and it feels, I don't know, I just still, every time I take a whiff of it, right when you think it's not going to be something you enjoy, there's another part of your brain that's like, no, this is a calming, comforting sense. You have the soil you need to build your profit. You'll be taken care of, you know?
And the beach is a lovely trip to a 1980s phenomenal place where that's about copper tone and vanilla ice cream. But y'all, if you want to get more primal, if you want to get more just
that's a good word.
Tribal almost is kind of what I sense out of this. It's just a beautiful and beguiling scent.
It's just like a back to your roots feeling. There's something about it that's okay, this is what I'm on this planet for. You're covered.
And I do so appreciate that this is part of a trilogy that you can mix and match. So the one we're going to look at today is called Tierra Mojada. And the idea of that is the next level up. The leaves, the rain. And then, stay tuned for our next episode, Mega Flora, which is the canopy, which is the flowers on top of all of it. So we have had a phenomenal time starting off in this rainforest. And I think we're
time to go up on
ready
the
to
tier
go
a little
higher. I think it looks like rain. Let's meet the soap. All right, y'all. So from the sales page at Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements, if you have ever been curious about what petrichor is, you have found the episode for you today. All right, let's start from here.
All right, La Tierra Mojada. Honestly, not much has changed from our original scent blend to our latest, aside from ratios. Imagine an old, crackling album on a turntable spinning as Fran and I flip on or off different toggles and sliders on the equalizer. To stretch that image even further, I'll say our latest take on this epic accord puts it now in stereo. All right. Now, more finely tuned, you will find it is more well-balanced, damper, earthier, more sophisticated, with sharper, wet, floral elements and more playful undertones of petrichor. The key word here is clearly more.
Nice, y'all. I'm excited.
That's right, people. Fans of damp, wet, restorative petrichor scents will immediately fall in love with this one. Not only is La Tierra Mojada a standalone scent, we also designed it to be used in combination with Mega Flora and Terra Preta. When combined, you will suddenly find yourself deep in a damp primeval forest, maybe on another timeline. Alone or combined, La Tierra Mojada is simply enchanting.
It's the cube on here? Oh, it is.
It is on there, yep.
There you go. What is petrichor and why is it so damn sexy? So petrichor, the definition, is an earthly scent produced when rain falls on dry soil. The word is constructed from the Greek petra, meaning stone, and ichor, meaning the fluid that flows in the veins of the gods in Greek mythology. The term was coined in 1964 by two researchers, Isabel Joy Baer and Roderick G. Thomas, for an article in the journal Nature. In this article, the authors described how the smell derives from an oil exuded by certain plants during dry periods, whereupon it's absorbed by the clay-based soils and rocks. During rain, the oil is released into the air with another compound, geosmin, a metallic byproduct of certain antibacteria, which is emitted by the wet soil, producing the distinctive scent. Ozone may also be present if there is lightning. In a follow-up paper, Baer and Thomas showed that the oil retards some germination and earthly plant growth. This would indicate that the plants exude the oil in order to safeguard the seeds from germination under duress.
That was wordy. My goodness.
Has been my TED Talk. Y'all, when you use Phoenix soap, sometimes you're going to get a science lesson and sometimes you're going to get a time-traveling adventure. You never know. Oh, I'm excited about this. I did not know that the petrichor scent had a little bit more of an etymology than just like a vague sense of rain
even just
on
listing
leaves.
all of
There's
that.
an oil that makes that scent. So the same way that oud is an autoimmune response.
Right.
So is petrichor.
This is an
I had
actinobacteria.
no idea.
I didn't even know that word existed.
Y'all, and it's funny because there is something about oud being an immune response that does hit something sort of primal in me, the same way that this does. So I think maybe Douglas and Fran are on to something.
And it's interesting because one of our first soaps that we ever really smelled did have petrichor in it. And we really didn't know like what that was going to be or like,
but it was beautiful.
Right.
Like,
and it does hit that part of you of like, you're not really aware that that's what you mean when you smell rain in the air or like that's what you're actually hinting at. But it does have a name, petrichor.
And you know, when you're outside and it just starts to rain and you just sort of take in that mystical sense and it sort of seems to connect you to the universe somehow. Maybe that's why Matt Fox at the beginning was like, make sure you smell that second one in the Dirt Trilogy because it's amazing. Y'all, let's unbox this. Ooh, there's the other two. So don't look at Megaflora. This one's coming later.
You have to stay tuned.
Stay tuned today because that's coming last.
Look at the colors on there.
This one, y'all. And if you are on the fan page at PA, this one appears often and with great reverence. I'm so excited to smell this one.
It almost looks like they're little butterflies. Like
this is the first time I've seen someone actually handling a cube.
Actually holding. Yeah.
Kind of like
I don't know if you can see
Indiana
with the
Jones goes after the idol, right? He's touching the cube.
There is definitely
that's
some
courage.
Even the depth, like you can see the trees in the back going on.
Oh, y'all, I'm so excited for this. I want you to have a first impression. So Foxy Matt said you're going to want the splash after you smell that. Probably.
Okay.
And the cool thing is, we're going to build two lathers today, y'all.
Right.
One with this, just to kind of judge the soap. And then the other one, because PAA has arranged these three so we can play perfumer. So that if I want to smell dirt with a little bit of rain, I can do that. If I want to smell a lot of rain with a little dirt, I can do that. And we're going to add the flowers later on today.
So,
Woo! So
whole different
we're going to
trilogy.
stay in the shade today, y'all.
Yeah.
So here we go.
Wow. And this, I feel like this is kind of meant for me to open because look, it's like one of my favorite little colors in there.
I know. It's your
and I gotta
favorite
say,
blue.
it does kind of look like this could be. Maybe Fran inspired it. This could be more of a feminine model in here.
I love the reverence of the
right?
the guy
There's like hair going on.
approaches the cube.
It's almost like that is like the scent of petrichor itself.
All right. I'm excited. I have no idea. This is like when I first smelled oud, I think. I have no idea.
Oddly, we have had rain here like the last few days, and today's there's no rain. So it's just kind of funny.
We need all of this
We need a little bit, yeah.
Here we go. Take it in. Let's see what color it's going to be.
I know. I'm actually
this
kind of
one,
excited. You're right.
I don't know
Show
if
them
y'all
that
you
one.
saw this one, but this is a beautiful.
That's dark deep down in the Amazonian dirt.
Dirt colors.
All right, let's see what this color may be. Okay, more normal
more
Phoenix
of a
color.
standard PAA color.
Okay,
All right.
this has been on the piano for quite a while.
Too long.
I think this was the first one
This
we got.
is one of the few I've been
and
drooling over.
yeah.
It's been way too long. Okay.
So we've had lots of people ask our thoughts here. So dun dun dun. Let's see. Oh, interesting.
Whoa! DJ, that was not hard to read.
I guess I just really was thinking more. We going from dirt. I thought there was going to be a little kind of moment before it went so pretty.
Oh, It's pretty.
There's like almost like a floral-y action happening.
See, is Foxy Matt right? Are we gonna have the splash
I
right
just
after
thought I thought it was gonna be a little dirtier, you know, because we're like right above the dirt.
Right.
Like, but think about it. If you're in the rainforest, those bright colors everywhere.
Yeah.
I could see why that would be a little prettier when wet.
Okay, so
you know?
is it sweet? What are you getting?
I almost feel like I literally am standing like in my mom's garden.
Oh.
And I'm helping her water the plants or something. Like there's something really bright and almost like I don't know if it was more that oil they were talking about,
Right.
but almost like a floral oil of some sort.
Now, can you smell the rain?
It's interesting. I think the reason I was in my mom's garden is because they're right next to the ocean and
Yeah.
that fog layer, the dampness
Right on
in
the
the
bay,
air,
y'all.
that's really close to like when it rains in the
San
air.
Francisco.
And every morning running out the front door, rushing to school, like you'd get that whiff of like that fog chill on the grass, the wet plants outside. So that's almost where my brain went.
Yeah, y'all, that morning fog sometimes just sweeps and you can see it come in off the ocean and just sock us in here in the
I
day.
get like a Mother Nature vibe. Like it's a little more on the feminine
This is
side.
not going to be anything that I'm expecting. Is it?
No,
Oh,
that's
man.
why I had the reaction I did.
Right?
Because I really thought I had it figured out. No.
Oh.
But it does have that wet earth side,
Yeah.
but then it does have a prettier side to it. I was just really thinking like earth, but there is a little more, instead of being like in the soil, there's a little bit more of that next layer. We're not in the trees yet. We're not way up there.
Right.
But there is something prettier in that zone.
Now, you know what? I'm not going to do this yet. I want you to
Okay.
do this. This is the 3D whiff, y'all.
Okay.
Smell them both
At the
and
same
see
time.
which at the same time. See what you
Okay.
get. Ready? 1, 2.
Yeah, they definitely, if they were mixed together, could be its own, like it would fit well. Like
Right.
the puzzle pieces would click. It
Now-
could be its own scent.
What's that adding to this? Because this I know. What's this giving to this?
This is, okay. This is giving it life.
Ooh,
Like if
love
that's the soil,
Right.
what came out of the soil in the rain is here.
So this is the microbial life.
Right, and then
this
this
is the
built
plant and
into
flower
this.
life that comes out of it.
like that blossoming vibe is what I think I would get. Sorry, it's got to be official. I gotta get it on here. All right,
There we go.
now you may try. Okay.
Excuse me for a minute.
Yeah, will not be what you expected, but I think that's a good thing. I think that's a good thing.
Okay, here we go. Raindrops keep falling.
I know that's all I was hearing. I mean, I can see why it's in All the Shave of the Days. If you didn't know that the other tiers were there. Wait for the silence. It's processing. I went straight to talking, but Marcus needs a moment. Not what you were expecting, right?
I'm going around the world in 80 ways. Mm-hmm. You know, this... Wow. Okay. Mm-hmm. Wow. Beautiful. Sweet. Gentle, like a sunset. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Moisture. Leaves. Rain.
Do you get the blossom prettier, like
Yes. And you know
sweet
what?
side?
In the very 1 or 2 petrichor scents that we have brushed up against,
Right.
they're very clear that it's rain on streets.
I was going to say those exact words. Good job.
Y'all?
Yep. This is very different.
So something hits me deep with rain on streets because I'm a city kid.
Right.
But my grandpa had a farm, and that's where we would spend our vacations and our weekends. And there is something about this that hits me even deeper because this is the smell of rain on crops and on land. And there
Things
is
blooming,
no
growing.
concrete in this at all.
Nope.
Y'all.
Nope.
And then this might be a little surprising. I'm going to say about half of this is gorgeously floral.
Yep.
For me.
I'd agree.
I was kind of expecting all of this to be dry and not a sweetness and me to sort of be sort of soaking in a more of a fall sort of sense.
Right, like leaves on the soil somehow.
This feels like spring to me because
Perfect to
these
open now.
florals are so bright and beautiful and earthy. So we've had masculine florals, we've had very feminine florals. Y'all, these are some very earthy florals.
somehow still pretty,
The kind with
yeah.
vines that kind of snake out to grab your ankles. That's these florals.
That's what I meant by the vibrant colors in the rainforest. There's something that comes through the scent with the vibrancy of it that I wasn't expecting.
And for me, it's like just this beautiful, and funny thing, these flowers are not tropical because normally earthly flowers to me are more tropical smelling.
Yep.
Not at all. Not at all. And it's not carnation, but it's a
Right, it's
hint
a different
of that sweet sort of.
I would agree. Yeah, because we've had another one of his that had like the rose water and some other stuff that so it's, again, I think it's approaching some sort of that lane of a floral, but it's a very classy, pretty one.
You never know in this shaving world where your absolute favorites are going to come from. Because I got to tell you, y'all, this is an extraordinary fragrance, a country mile from anything my imagination was about to put together, just in its beauty, but in its earthiness too. And I love that one goes super into the earthiness and one goes super into the more beautiful parts. And oh, you know what? I get to have my 3D whip right now. Okay, we're going to get it.
Here we go. Align friends. Ready? Do you know what I mean? Like they actually really... I mean, they're meant to fit together, but you don't expect them to actually fit.
I need to speak to the manager. Y'all.
Oh, there you go, the double cone.
You know what? Yeah, this is the jumbo clam. Right
This
is the bilateral clam. Right here. Okay, so you ready?
Yeah, like if I didn't know you were, if my eyes were closed and I didn't know you had two tubs, the way that they fit together so well.
This is absolutely bananas. I got some dirt in the other one.
I was saying
that. Oh no! Contamination! Cross-contamination! All right, so let's start with this gorgeous, beautifully soft. And y'all, this soap has been sitting on the piano for 6 months. And look at the gorgeous softness of this soap. So if any of you are ever worried about your soaps drying out,
this one's clearly just fine.
We have seen no evidence of that. And this is going into our lather lid. So if any of you are traveling to the meetups that are happening this weekend, we're shooting the show, I'm sure some of you are going to bring these
going to the
lids,
rainforest, you know.
Because one of those days is Catterday, y'all. So I'm sure there's going to be some lather lids at the meetup. And these lather lids fit right on the top of your face. How sexy is that? It's got a little top hat on, and when you get there, boop,
ta-da, ready to go.
Y'all, and these ridges in the bottom of this lather lid,
they really work. They
are
get
strange
in
and
the bristles
mysterious,
somehow.
but they do an amazing job.
I'm already smelling. It actually is getting a little more earthier to me.
Yes, and there is something about these rainforest soaps that when you add water to them, y'all,
I mean, they're meant to have rain, I guess.
They come alive. All right, so you ready? This is the beguiled whiff. Here we go on 3, 1, 2.
Yeah. I mean, it still ends on that florally part.
Oh, the floral is what's centering here for me,
But the earthy part at the first part of the whiff is more of a thing, I think.
Such a gorgeous earthy
Whatever
floral.
that
And it's not dirt.
something.
It is not a dirt smell. It is not a sand smell. What is the earthy part of this? What
I guess that is the petrichor.
How are they doing that?
I mean, I don't know, but we haven't smelt it so distinct on its own, you know?
And I love that they left the dirt out of it. And it's just the petrichor and the florals. In fact, we better make sure I'm right about this. Let's take a look at the scent notes. Oh, yeah. Look at the first line of this. I was very wrong. Okay, so top notes are...
rain evaporating on hot streets. We were wrong.
So I don't smell concrete in this. Marty's right. I don't smell concrete in this, but there we go. Maybe that's sort of the catch-all definition for petrichor.
Right, yeah.
Because in the rainforest, you don't... Well, now you do, sadly. But generally in the rainforest, you're not supposed to see a bunch of streets.
Right, they're not supposed to be fruit.
Yeah, so I'm not really getting the concrete. But I am getting the rain evaporating.
Yes.
And that's an important word, I think. Do you smell the evaporating rain?
And I think that's what I meant by running out my front door, like on a school morning. The sun's coming out and everything is like evaporating off the plants. It's different smell.
And you know what's funny? If you smell for the florals, that's almost all you'll get.
Yes.
And if you smell for the petrichor, that's almost all you get.
It's the very first part for sure.
How'd you do that? Yeah. Wait a minute. I got to write to Douglas after this. How'd you do that? Because if I look for the beautiful sweet florals, boom. But if I start by looking for the petrichor, the florals almost are not sweet enough to balance it out.
I'm with you.
Wow.
I completely agree. Okay.
Okay, going on.
We have only given one scent note so far.
Then, this makes sense. Cactus.
I agree. It does make sense.
Petitgrain and white sage.
Yeah, it is. It's just
Douglas
enough to brighten it up a little, you know?
Dude, yes.
And then heart notes. These
neroli. Little bit of an orange blossom, I think, right?
Yeah, I get that. And I do get that part of the floral. I was,
it's such a mysterious floral. And then hydrangea, my mom had these.
Okay, my mom did too. So maybe that's what I was thinking in my front yard.
I
just didn't know.
And I'm thinking Fran might have had something to do with that scent note. Heather and juniper.
So there are more florals in this. We were right on that part.
Think how clean a juniper scent is, y'all.
Right?
Boy,
that bright sunshine. You even mentioned sun. Like, it's definitely there.
And
all right, base notes. The Geosmin that we were looking at earlier. Wow.
Sounds like an 80s rock group. Geosmin. Vetiver. Love it, of course. We were actually wondering today on our walk if there was going to be a little bit of vetiver.
Right, like just assuming like floor is more grass zone-ish in there.
And a touch of patchouli.
And again, just probably blends all the things together.
It is commonly believed by most scientists that the reason humans connect so heavily with the scent dates back to ancient times, when so much relied on a good storm to maintain the crops that ensured our survival as a species. Catharsis, maybe?
Right? I don't know.
Wow.
The alpha brainwave, inducing scent that fills the air after a fresh rain. How soothing and sensual is it not?
And you know what? We're going to literally go deeper right now because we're going to build another lather that's dirtier. All right, y'all, so we're going to start over building a brand new lather in our indestructible intergalactic shadowproof travel scuttle. This was a gift from Douglas and Fran at the beginning of our journey. We're going to put some dirt in there. Love it. This has got some charcoal in it. I wonder if that's what makes the gray color. And then, now, how much rain do you want to put in this?
Oh, yeah.
So let's go for an even balance of kind of equal parts rain and dirt here. Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Oh, that
we
one
have
is
never
much
done this
softer.
before. Have you ever mixed your soaps before?
No. We're breaking all. It's kind of fun because they're different colors, so you can really tell.
It's so funny when you bring it up to the brethren of like, oh, I mixed this with this. They're like,
yeah, what?
You did?
Did it work? But Douglas smells.
Did it work?
He sells his mashup, so I think he's down with this, you know?
We like to trust our mashups already made in this world.
Okay, let's see what our combo friend here does. And our brush, we're making a mess.
And y'all, another gift from Douglas and Fran at Halloween time. This is our Cyclotrode X brush. This feels like little bunnies on my fur. It's the softest shade brush I got. All right, here we go.
Let's see.
Wow.
It starts a little heavier, right? Just like, deeper in the soil, and then it gets a little brighter with more of the floral stuff.
That is exceptional. I love this. And if you wanted a little less rain, you could have wanted
right,
a little
we could have done a little more of one than the other, like, pick a little extra,
And you know what I love? It's not all that different.
No.
It's the combination of the two that has all the new stuff.
Right.
You smell with them together.
It's funny, like, they almost bring out more in each other. Does that make sense?
And it's how the sweets are combining, because the scent of Terra Preta is very sweet.
Yes.
This soil
and
is really sweet.
it just makes it a little more real, because normally it would be hard to separate one from the other.
Yes. And I love how the earthy sweet is mingling with the floral sweet. It's like,
yes, I would agree.
Because they're not really like intruding on each other. They're kind of keeping their own personalities in here. So you're sensing them separately.
But try what you were mentioning earlier. Smell for more of the soil.
Right. Okay, here we go.
And then see. It does kind of last more throughout the scent.
And it's a little trickier for me to just get the soil, because now the florals are so beautifully balanced.
But it will stay with you. Or if you flip that and smell for more of the floral side, the more petrichor-y-ness, it does stay with you the whole whiff too.
This got giant. Yeah. I am so excited to see where Megaflora is going to take this.
True. Like after getting these. So instead of doing the clam whiff, we kind of have them all jammed in here, aerated.
Can't clam this one.
We added a little more rain to the party.
Right.
And it really does. It's earlier in spring. Does that make sense? Like,
yes.
Or it's not approaching fall somehow. Like the smell, I really do still get the spring side.
Because of the leaves. I really thought this would be an autumn scent. It's
no.
not. This is
that
a
floral
spring scent. Makes perfect sense to me that Douglas puts this out in the spring.
More of like a spring zone. Yeah, I get it. I almost feel like if you were going to a more exotic, like rose garden somewhere, it could be sort of that vibe.
Oh.
Someone's here.
And the spaniel is asking for a little attention.
Oh, I go upside down.
She just
laying
is
it on thick.
She wants tummy rubs to go with this.
Oh, what do you smell? It smells
y'all,
good.
nothing would elicit groans from my sister and I growing up than my mom saying, "Hey, y'all, get in the car. We're going to go over to Lamora's nursery."
Okay, Mom.
Because my mom loved flowers. My mom loved horticulture. My mom loved gardening. My mom loved all of it. Well, her dad was a farmer, right?
Right.
So you know what she said once? She said, a true horticulturalist loves the scent of roses equal to the scent of the soil itself. Everything about it has that beauty to it. And this, y'all, this I totally get, because it's the magical part of the soil mixing with the magical part of the leaves that any horticulturalist would find absolutely gorgeous. And they put them together in a way that they fit like puzzle pieces. And I'm like, You have got to be kidding me. My mom would have loved these.
Right. They both have beauty to them.
Yeah.
And they're brought out in wonderful ways. Then when you add the water and actually, mix them up, I feel like it brings them to life. There's just that other layer of like, yeah, if you lived somewhere off grid and you didn't have all the florals and stuff around you, this would be the perfect thing to have.
Alzheimer's can suck it, but this would have been the first set I would have sent to my mom and been like, you've got to smell this. This is incredible. You will love this.
Yes.
Because she loved everything about the smell of growing things, the scent of the soil, the scent of the fertilizer, the scent of the roses, like all of it.
Right. And it is kind of fun that I never would have thought we could have found this sort of scent, but knowing, like smelling it through her nose, I do appreciate like what it brings. Going to the rainforest has been fun so far.
So it's pretty simple. Y'all grab a plane, train, or an automobile and head down to the Amazon, like you do. Yeah. And when you find a lovely spot deep within that canopy, dig out some of that beautiful terra preta and smell it against your nose. And then notice that there is rain beginning to fall on the leaves and that beautiful natural oil is beginning to emit from all of the vegetation around you. And then the moment you start wondering, where is my mega flora? You just got your own! So head over to their website at phoenixartisanaccoutrements.com. Or even better, do it by way of the link in the description. It's an affiliate link, which lets them know that we sent you, and it gives us back a small percentage of the sale, which we'll probably spend on soap so we can make more episodes. It's at no cost to you, and we would be grateful. Well, I've had my shave, y'all, with La Tierra Mojada. And other than knowing what rain on leaves and streets smells like, I had no idea what petrichor was going to smell like when I got into the shaving world. And I still kind of don't. It can be a million different things, from the light to the dark, from the spicy to the clean. But y'all, this is what I hoped in my imagination it would smell like. Just nature's perfume in the most amazing way. Such a natural connection to that, as is mentioned on the sales page. And the lather, the CK6, y'all, no matter what brush and bowl combination you've got going on, it adapts. It's a shapeshifter. You like more or less water, it'll be there for you. It's an amazing thing I am still discovering the little nooks and crannies of. Thanks, Douglas. Welcome to Messages.
So we have been having way too much fun with all these spring and summer seasonals coming from Sterling Soap Company, and we decided, in order to share that love, we want to have a giveaway for you for a $20 Sterling gift card!
Y'all, for anything you'd want from Sterling Soap Company, although I might suggest the iced coffee, send us an email here to wesetyou@thebarbershopduet.com so that we can get back to you. Be a subscriber here on YouTube and check back on June 1st to see if you are our lucky Sterling winner.
Best of luck,
y'all. I don't know.
It might be overwhelming. I don't know.
What movie do we watch? Is there a rainforest movie? Wait a minute. Oh, Avatar?
Oh, that would be kind of fun.
Right? Ooh, no, wait.
No, he's wrong.
I know what it is. We're watching Romancing the Stone.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Michael Douglas in a plane in the middle of the Amazon. That Cartagena. El Guapo over there letting you know his motorbike. That's what we're doing tonight.
Down.
This is going to be fun.
And there is that other one with the new one with Sandra Bullock that was in the rainforest, too.
Oh,
That's
you like that one. And they do say in order to calm her down every once in a while, he goes, hey, can you smell that? And she goes, so maybe this is what she's
funny. Maybe we have 3 soaps. We could do 3 movies. Is there a third one? I don't know. You might have to help us out.
Yeah, we might have to look for one. Hey, y'all, thank you so much for joining us today. We hope you'll be here for our last portion of our Rainforest Trilogy. And Douglas and Fran, y'all, thank you for knowing that sometimes we want to just pick up a well-crafted and well-balanced soap. But sometimes when we want to go on a real shaving adventure, we want to be our own perfumer and decide how much rain we're going to have in our rainforest, how much floral, how much dirt. And y'all, it's here for you. And I'm so excited for the last part of our adventure.
Don't forget, your next appointment with the Barbershop Duet.
You'll smell better just watching this.